2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Chicago Bulls. Chicago is one of the teams right now playing very consistently. An impressive 4-game winning streak. They're really playing good basketball. We'll see if they can extend it to 5 with a win tonight. So often we talk about players we'll get to see on the floor, but Shaq, you had a chance to speak with a player in tonight's game. You met up with DJ recently. Anything you want to share?
Ernie, I was so impressed. This guy has the temperament that all greats of the NBA have. He loves basketball and he loves music. So do I. We talked about it for hours.
Wait, you were... yeah, now that's the kind of energy I like to see. Feels so good to be home.
System every night.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sidelines. The Bulls happy to return to Chicago after the road trip. The injury to Zach LaVine, that's the story here. He is out.
Yeah, and since last game, when we saw him leave with that injury, the news appears to have gone from bad to worse. I mean, they're going to have to make do without this young man for a long time.
Wow, this is a huge blow to the team. Certainly a frustrating turn of events for him. Just the opposite of what everyone was hoping for.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, thanks, guys. Now, with his stellar play and almost too good to be true story, there is now a good chance that we'll be seeing DJ at the All-Star break. It's looking quite likely that he'll find his way onto the All-Star team. I asked him about it, and he said it would be a dream, but he knows it's still a long shot. Guys?
David, thank you for that. I would love to see a player with the skill set of DJ play alongside the best of the best in the NBA, GA. About halfway into the season, Doris, teams are already separating themselves from the pack. What are some of the elements you are looking for right now as you take a look at those top teams and trying to figure out a championship contender?
So you know that line, it's about the economy, stupid. It's about the players, right? You got to have players. You got to have stars. The contending teams always have at least 2 or 3 stars. So let's begin there. The other part is you've got to have the right role players around the stars. Think about the Draymond Greens. Think about the Kevin Loves. Guys in those positions that are in support of maybe the guys who have the ball in their hands. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, LeBron James. There's got to be an unselfishness, a professionalism, a commitment. All the things that make championships possible on any number of levels.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And New York, looking at who they've got. Hardaway Jr. and Melo are the wings. Porzingis and Hernan Gomez are together down low. And it's Sessions in at point. There's the screen, and here's Anthony for 3, and it's DJ with the rebound. As we get closer to the All-Star break, there's already talk about who will make the roster. Greg, still too early to say anything definitive about DJ, but DJ has a pretty strong case, I think, to get invited to the festivities.
Yeah, a lot can happen between now and when the final roster is put forth. But with the numbers he's putting up this early in the season and helping his team get wins, you got to think he has a strong chance of making the All-Star team.
And last year, the Bulls, Greg, just didn't threaten anyone from outside.
And I think a big problem has just been personnel. You know, some of the guys they brought in as shooters just really haven't panned out, and that lack of shooting from deep is why this offense can grow stagnant at times.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
That's what you call leaving no doubt. Anthony responds emphatically.
Here's Payne. From 11 feet away, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. DJ's got his second basket. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Connects on the foul line jumper. Porzingis has got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, Porzingis so good at squaring up his body when he pulls up for that mid-range jumper.
Here's Pondexter, covered by Anthony. Here's Mirotic. They get it again, and DJ throws it down.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
So much tenacity. Really tries to outwork everyone around him.
Now here's Porzingis. Clock at 4. Sessions no good. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Wade kicks to Mirotic. Bulls moving the ball around. Porzingis with the steal. Now here's Sessions. Defense is right there. Porzingis can't hit. The Bulls leading by 4. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. DJ passes to Mirotic. To the middle, in deep, and it's DJ missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket, but on that one, they were there.
Well, Jeff Hornacek was chosen to be the head coach of the New York Knicks with the understanding that the triangle offense would be part of the system put in place. Now with the change in the front office, that is no longer the case, guys.
Tries yet again, and it's good on the way in. DJ's got 8.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Anthony kicks to Porzingis. Back to Anthony. Porzingis passes to Carmelo. Anthony missing again. Well, Hornacek probably more comfortable with an up-tempo modern style, and Doris will see what he does with this new offensive freedom.
Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man, and you deliver the ball right away.
Here's Sessions. After the basket by Nikola Mirotic. Mirotic against Porzingis. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Porzingis. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
Doris, so much offense is perimeter generated right now. What, if anything, could get us back to running more plays, say, through the post?
Do you think we could reinvent Hakeem?
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Hardaway Jr. and Melo are the wings. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Ntilikina in at point guard. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Knicks.
And when you look at that chart, concentrate for a second on what they're not doing. they're not getting a lot of threes from the corners. That's something that has to change. Makes it much easier to defend the team when you know they can't score from the corner. And Anthony, really one of the most confident jump shooters, an elite level scorer who gets plenty of opportunities.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Bucks was a man possessed. He scored 34 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Okay, David, no doubt he'll have the defense focused on him here after that stunning game last time out.
You better believe it. He'll be looking at double teams, guys up in his jersey all game long.
I think that's the way this guy likes it. He wants a challenge. It makes him more focused, more determined to show what a force he can be.
A nice shot by Pondexter.
I'll tell you, the floater is a shot that takes great touch, but that one looks pretty leaving his fingertips.
And it's Anthony, top of the key. Kuzminskis in the corner. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Kuzminskis has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Knicks. Payne kicks to Wells. Here's Pondexter, covered by Anthony. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
You know, it's kind of cool looking back at the career Carmelo Anthony has enjoyed. He helps his college team to their first ever title. He's a 10-time All-Star in the NBA. And the list just keeps on going for Melo. It's awesome.
Bulls making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in, and New York with a change here too. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Kuzminskis. Out to the right wing. Mirotic has a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Mirotic has got 5 points so far. And Doris, everyone's going to want Melo to deliver and win a title, but he's done so much and won at so many different levels, he shouldn't have anything else left to prove.
No, I couldn't agree more, Kev. He's a proven scorer at the NBA level. He's got multiple golds in international play. And Melo just one of 3 guys to score 10,000 points with 2 different teams. Elvin Hayes and Kareem are the only 2 others.
And Mirotic has it in the corner. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Boy, his shot looks so much more fluid this quarter, hitting at a much better clip.
Knicks trail by 7. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Hernan Gomez. Outside Anthony. They set the screen. Rebound by the Bulls. DJ's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Another one falls for Chicago.
I'll tell you, we know DJ's capable of putting on a great one-man show, either with his music or with his basketball. And this has been a heck of a show tonight.
Poke loose. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And finished off by Mirotic.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
Passes it to Porzingis. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Again, the miss by Anthony. The Bulls leading by 11. Mirotic inside, covered by Anthony. That one goes. Count it.
Ooh, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
Here's Ntilikina, looking for his first basket still in this one. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And it's DJ with the rebound. DJ's got rebound number 13 with that last one. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's a screen. High arcing shot. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Here's Ntilikina. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Pass to Anthony. To stop the drought.
Boy, that's relentless defense on the part of DJ. High energy, doing everything he can to affect that shot.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Bulls lead by 13. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, fast start. Already have a double-double in the first half. So do you think the defense is going to start to focus on you more in the second?
You know, if they do, then I'll just make sure to keep the ball hopping around. I mean, we have so many great players on this team that if you give one of us too much attention, the other four will just eat you alive. And, you know, if they want to focus on me the rest of the way, then by all means, you know, I'll invite it. But, you know, I know my teammates have my back.
You got it going. Maybe your teammates can pick you up in the second. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Mirotic really making a difference here.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
You know, I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look. It was always about, let's get the best shot possible. Really good judgment on the offensive end.
Payne out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Quincy Pondexter, and it's DJ, and it's Mirotic in at power forward. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. There's the pick. Now here's DJ. Not a lot of room. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And Doris, you look at the Knicks team, and clearly the future is going to be built around Porzingis.
Well, and you think back to the Knicks mortgaging away their future at times to make a run at the playoffs, but I think it's now time to build from the ground up. They've got some draft picks to work with going forward, and though it may not be immediate, Porzingis is a nice centerpiece to build around.
Anthony sets the pick for Sessions. Porzingis against Mirotic. Out to Sessions. Hardaway with a wide open look. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Sessions has got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Here's the screen. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Mirotic has got 15.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, just a tremendous effort on their part. They competed hard, but just couldn't get over the hump.
I think disappointing for sure. They were right there, and it's always difficult to lose those nip-and-tuck games.
Chicago making some changes. Portis comes in for Mirotic. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Quincy Pondexter. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. Outside, Porzingis. He feeds it to Carmelo. And last season for Melo was a bit of a circus. A lot of barbs being traded through the media between him and Knicks management. Neither party, Doris, pleased with what was happening, and it was a distraction to his play on the floor.
I think Melo is probably looking forward to putting that behind him. The trade rumors from a season ago didn't help. They certainly took a toll on the New York Knicks, and it's very hard to be a productive player with that much going on outside the confines of the lines.
Lopez, he's checked in. Chicago ends up going with the new group. The Knicks also changing it up. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Porzingis is coming in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Kuzminskis in for Sessions.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. They'll take that every time.
And DJ throws it down.
Well, rise and get to the cup. DJ showing the athleticism he brings to the table.
Knicks trail by 11. Beasley outside. Down low. Here's Kuzminskis. No good on the triple. Chicago's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Payne kicks to Pondexter. Here's Mirotic. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
The Bulls leading by 11. Pondexter dishes to DJ. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. To the inside. 4 seconds left. It's deflected.
Gentlemen, DJ diving into the classics, knocking twice on the pipes on that rejection.
And so it's Chicago. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Keep competing, guys. Keep competing. Hey, we made the extra pass all quarter. Great job. Great job. Keep that movement out there. All right, keep attacking, guys. Every time we get into the paint, something good's happening.
Fred Hoiberg smelling blood. Loves what they've been able to do offensively around the rim.
Yeah, I think they found a weakness in the D. I want to keep pounding on it and at least until some kind of adjustment is made by the opponent.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, Porzingis and Hernangomez are together down low. Sessions out there with Beasley. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. Doris, you went from the basketball court right to the broadcasting booth. Having seen the game now from an analyst perspective, what might you go back and tell Doris the player?
Yeah, I'd probably tell myself to throw myself completely into the vibe of the team, to never, even if I were struggling as a basketball player, to turn inward. I would always say turn outward to your teammates and invest in what's going on as with the group. And then that seems to make everything fall into place.
And mentally, too, I think you've got to prepare and focus like you would as a player when you are broadcasting.
No question about it.
Free throw good, DJ.
Listen, we know DJ is a guy who understands pressure, right? So there's always this sense of calm when he's at the free throw line.
And Sessions kicks to Anthony. And it's denied.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
And they're just dominating on both ends, and it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Here's Anthony. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
Payne passes to Pondexter. Mirotic the screen. DJ with it. He's against Porzingis, and the layup's good off the glass. And that's 19 points for DJ.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
I think it's obvious, Greg. They want this win. They're showing no let-up in their attack right now.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And the outcome of the collective bargaining agreement and a potential 11-year stretch of labor peace, one of the longest in league history. Doris, what does that mean for this great game of ours?
Well, it means certainly that we can all take a sigh of relief. Everybody wants to play basketball and see basketball played. So great for the players, their representation, great for the league, and certainly great for the fans and the television partners.
And Doris, I sense such fairness on both ends, too. It really is a partnership.
You know, I think it would be wise for both the players and the ownership to remember they need each other to peacefully coexist and to thrive. And when you're trying to get an agreement that does the best by both parties, this is what you can have. You can have a long stretch of labor peace that makes everyone happy.
Well said. Hardaway, no good. The Bulls leading by 18. Porzingis with the steal. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Anthony. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Anthony's got 9 points here in the second half.
There are certain guys that can carry a team, and Carmelo on a nightly basis seems to be able to deliver.
DJ with it, working on O'Quinn. Takes it off the glass. DJ's got 7 points for the quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Hardaway for 3. And it's Hardaway again missing. Chicago's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Pondexter dishes to Payne. DJ with it, working on O'Quinn. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Boy, Kev, that's a tough attempt with a guy draped all over him, but DJ gets it to go and will get the +1. Well, you just look back on the history of the New York Knicks and what rich history and tradition they have as a franchise, the different eras, the different groups they've had, some of the more memorable teams in NBA history.
And thinking back to great players and teams from the Knicks, Doris, you can look at teams in any decade and find memorable players.
Well, listen, if you're talking about the 1970s, it's Willis Reed. You're talking about the 80s and 90s. You're talking about Bernard King, Patrick Ewing, Allen Houston, the great Pat Riley at the helm. And more recently, you're talking about the likes of Carmelo Anthony. The Knicks have had some ballers in their history.
There's the pick. Payne kicks to DJ. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. DJ's got 25 points in the game. Knicks trailed by 19. Here's Anthony. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Doris, you've spoken in the past about the art form of drawing a foul. Who are some of the best players that you've seen in executing that?
Well, I think the preeminent guy at this point would have to be James Harden, right? And this guy specializes in the and one, the 3-shot opportunities from 3. And listen, that is part of the game, and we do not want to take that aspect away, right? Because and ones have always been a part of the game. What we need to evaluate is at what point does a shot attempt begin versus those guys who are throwing themselves, or in James Harden's case, sometimes grabbing the arm of the defender and creating a foul where none existed before.
He's been very clever in perfecting that, and I give him credit because he has taken what's given and really exploited it.
It might become known if they make a change as the Harden rule, Kevin.
You're right. It probably will be. Sessions. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bulls.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DJ.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And O'Quinn kicks to Sessions. That doesn't go in either for Sessions. Payne with it. No good that time. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
So tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Another double-double for you this year, points and rebounds. Now, is that something you're looking to do when you go out there?
Well, you know, I try and come out and help the team get a win whenever I can. I know we're at our best when I'm cleaning up missed shots and, you know, finishing plays. And it's all about getting wins. And if a double-double is what it takes, then, you know, that's what I'll give to the team.
Well, it's what it took tonight. Congrats on the win. Guys?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
You're ridiculous, Rook.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you mad that you didn't make the All-Star game, right?
Yeah.
DJ, don't worry. We're going to spin this.
Man,
I don't care about press.
Hey, you a rookie, bro.
So what?
What you mean, so what?
DJ.
Only people that make it are like LeBron James and Magic Johnson in their first year for the All-Star game. Look, man, you got a nice game, all right? And you actually even playing very well, but I just don't think you're on LeBron James level. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm going to get there, though.
Yeah, maybe, man. You're still a rookie, so you got a long time to do it. Look, man, take it out on the opposition, not the rest of us. We still got a whole season to play, Rook. All right?